Today we are discussing the concept of balancing the chemical equation. So before balancing the chemical equation, we have to know why do we balance the chemical equation. Before balancing any chemical equation, we have to know, must and should, why we have to balance a chemical equation. A chemical equation must be balanced because the law of conservation of matter must be whole during a chemical equation. Balancing of equation is necessary because atoms are neither created nor destroyed during a chemical equation. So this is the reason why we have to balance a chemical equation, because law of conservation of mass says that atoms are neither created nor destroyed during chemical reaction. So now let me go with some examples and how to balance the chemical equation. Here we have an example. H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2O. It is an unbalanced chemical equation. How we can say it is an unbalanced chemical equation? Here you can observe 2 hydrogens on reactant side, 2 hydrogens on product side, 2 oxygens on reactant side, whereas 1 oxygen on product side. So it is clearly unbalanced chemical equation. Now we have to balance this chemical equation. So how to balance this chemical equation? So we have to get 2 oxygens on product side. Here we have only 1. So here you have to multiply with a factor 2. When we multiply with a factor 2, 2 ones are 2 oxygens it will become. So here I wrote, so H2 plus O2 gives rise to 2H2O. If I write here 2, now oxygens will become 2. Now here you can observe this 2 is multiplied for hydrogen also. So 2 2s are 4 hydrogens on product side, whereas 2 hydrogens on reactant side. When I am trying to balance an oxygen, now hydrogen becomes unbalanced. So again we have to balance hydrogen. So here we have 4 on product side. Here also we need to get 4. So I need to multiply here 2. Here you can check. So 2H2 plus O2 gives rise to 2H2O. 2 2s are 4 hydrogens on reactant side. 2 2s are 4 hydrogens on product side. 2 oxygens on reactant side. 2 1s are 2 oxygens on product side. So it is a balanced chemical equation. Now let me go with another example. Here you have your second example. Na plus O2 gives rise to Na2O. That means sodium plus oxygen gives rise to sodium oxide. So it is an unbalanced chemical equation. How we can say unbalanced chemical equation? 1 sodium on reactant side, whereas 2 sodium on product side. 2 oxygens on reactant side, 1 oxygen on product side. So it is an unbalanced chemical equation. Now we have to balance the chemical equation. Now how we have to balance it? Here you can observe Na2. That means 2 sodiums are there on product side. So I want to make 2 sodiums on reactant side. That means here I'll multiply with a factor 2. 2 Na plus O2 gives rise to Na2O. That means 2 sodiums, 2 sodiums. Now the sodium was balanced. Now we have to balance an oxygen. Here we have 2 oxygen. Here we have only 1 oxygen. So here we have to multiply with 2. And remember, we should not write anything in middle between Na and O. So you have to write the multiplication factor here itself only. So I am multiplying here the factor with 2. So 2Na plus O2 gives rise to 2Na2O. That means now 2 1s are 2 oxygen. Here also 2 oxygen. But the sodium 2 2s are 4 on product side. You have only 2 sodium. That means here we should get 4. Now here you can see 4 Na plus O2 gives rise to 2 Na2O. So 4 ones are 4. That means 4 sodiums on reactant side, 2 twos are 4. 4 sodiums on product side. 2 oxygens on reactant side, 2 ones are 2 and 2 oxygens on product side. So it is a balanced chemical equation. Now let me go with another example. Next example, C3H8 plus O2 gives rise to CO2 plus H2O. So it is also an unbalanced chemical equation. Check once. So C3, 3 carbon on reactant side, 1 carbon on product side. H8, 8 hydrogens on reactant side, 2 hydrogens on product side. 2 oxygens on reactant side, 3 oxygens on product side. Here you can see O2 and here O. That is 2 plus 1, 3 oxygens. So it is an unbalanced chemical equation. Now we have to balance the chemical equation. Here you can observe C3, 3 carbons are there on reactant side. So I need to multiply here with 3. Why we have to multiply with 3? 3 ones are 3. So 3 carbons on left side and now it will become 3 carbons on product side. C3H8 plus O2 gives rise to 3CO2 plus H2O. 3C and C3. Now 3 carbons, it was balanced. Hydrogen here you can see H8. 8 hydrogens are there on reactant side. You have only 2. So which number should multiply here to get 8? That is 4. 4 twos are 8. Here you can see. So C3H8 plus O2 gives rise to 3CO2 plus 4H2O. 3 carbons, 8 hydrogens, 4 twos are 8 hydrogens, and whereas 2 oxygens on reactant side. How many oxygens on product side? Here you see 3 twos are 6 and again 4 ones are 4. 6 plus 4 it's 10. That means 10 oxygens on product side. So here we need to get 10 oxygens on reactant side. So I am multiplying with a factor 5. 5 twos are 10. So C3H8 plus 5O2 gives rise to 3CO2 plus 4H2O. 3 carbons on reactant side, 3 carbons on product side, 8 hydrogens on reactant side, 4 twos are 8 hydrogens on product side, 5 twos are 10 oxygens on reactant side, 3 twos are 6, 4 ones are 4, 10 oxygens on product side. Okay, let me go with next example. Next example, Mg plus Cl2 gives rise to MgCl2. Here you can observe it is a balanced chemical equation. So we should not balance anything. Already it is a balanced chemical equation. Now you can see here Mg. That means 1 magnesium on reactant side, 1 magnesium on product side, 2 chlorine atoms on reactant side, 2 chlorine atoms on product side. So it is a balanced chemical equation. Okay, now we can go with another example. Your next example, NaClO3 gives rise to NaCl plus O2. So it is an unbalanced chemical equation. So 1 sodium on reactant side, 1 sodium on product side, 1 chlorine on reactant side, 1 chlorine on reactant side, 3 oxygens on reactant side, 2 oxygens on product side. Here 3, here 2. So it is an unbalanced chemical equation. So how to balance these oxygen atoms? Here you have 3, here you have 2. So we cannot make 3 on right side or we cannot make 2 on reactant side. So then how to balance this equation? So I will be multiplying here with a factor 2. Why? Because 2 3s are 6, 3 2s are 6. By that I can balance it. So here you can see 2 NaClO3 gives rise to NaCl plus 3O2. 2 3s are 6 oxygens, 3 2s are 6 oxygens. So it is a balanced, oxygen was balanced. Now you have to balance NaCl, 2 NaCl on reactant side. Here also we need to get 2. 2 NaClO3 gives rise to 2 NaCl plus 3O2. So it is a balanced chemical equations. 2 sodiums, 2 chlorine, 2 chlorine, 2 3s are 6 oxygens and 3 2s are 6 oxygen. So it is a balanced chemical equation.